I love online courses for a lot of reasons, some of which might be surprising today. So I'm excited to share my perspective and philosophy on courses with you today and also demystify some of the things that we might assume about online courses, or also some of the messaging we see in the marketplace about why we should build online courses and what they can do for us. So we get to talk about the real picture and accurate view of what courses can do for you and what is actually required to be successful with creating and selling online courses. Before we dive in, I will share with you just briefly about my background with online courses, because this particular area of business and product in the healing arts space and personal development is actually one of my specialties. This particularly is something that I focused on when I had a full-time job as a marketing manager, specifically for Jim Quick and Brendan Burchard. So I've managed and helped create and produce probably over 25 courses, online courses in the last 9 years. And one of my key functions and jobs within the High Performance Institute, Brennan Burchard's company, was managing the online courses. So I was in charge of maintaining those courses in a platform called Kajabi. I supported with co-producing those courses, even managing engagement within those courses. And so what I'm sharing with you today is essentially a glimpse at my in-depth background with developing courses, producing them, but also packaging them and selling them. So there's a lot I've seen in the industry space at both the startup level with courses, as well as at the higher levels, like 6 to 9 figure businesses that are selling online courses and really integrating them in that scaling process. My philosophy with online courses and also the benefits for you, especially in the startup phase, but even as you scale your business, you have a team of people working with you and under your umbrella, and you're looking to take your revenue and your impact even further. There's lots of reasons to get into the online course space. And so I think they're great at that startup level and at the scaling level. The first piece about courses is that they offer an asynchronous experience for your clients, meaning that this is something that's self-paced, that is even evergreen, meaning that when someone goes into a course, they're going to have the experience that you want them to have in that course every single time in that sequence. So it's not on a timer, or rather, it is on a timer. It can be on a timer. It could be dripped and automated based on when they enter the course, which means that you can sell courses any time of the day and throughout the entire year, especially if it's that succinct, self-paced kind of experience. And that's different from live trainings, live groups, live workshops, private coaching. It has a different function to it in its asynchronicity. And so this is a really important one because it can actually make more time efficiency available for you as well as your client who's experiencing the course. So a client can watch it anytime, anywhere that they have a Wi-Fi connection, depending on the platform that you use for your courses and that you host your courses on. So most platforms require a Wi-Fi connection. They can even be experienced on a mobile device or on desktop computer. Like, for example, and I'll be speaking a little bit about Kajabi today because that's the platform I recommend and use myself. And I've had the last 9 years of professional experience in other organizations using that platform for course management as well. Kajabi allows you to, it has an app that your clients can access, so it's mobile friendly and it's available on desktop. That's a really beautiful feature that helps someone truly experience the trainings and the resources you have anytime, anywhere. So you'll want to think about those kinds of features, but also this is just a key function of what a course can offer people. And the other thing about it, which is like my personal approach with this kind of work and with online courses, is it optimizes your time in private sessions with your clients. Now, that's a big deal. Let's say before having courses, you work with people one on one, especially in a startup kind of environment, sometimes many people, including myself, just start with private coaching. It's high value, high cost, and you can really just show up to sessions and be prepared with the resources you have, but it doesn't require any extra resources in order to fulfill private coaching. You can add those in, but essentially, a really trimmed down version of private coaching is just you and the client real time. And so, if you offer modalities that require learning and education, development, and or even experiential, like mindfulness meditation, for example, or breath work, or any other kind of key features that require education within your system and approach, that takes up time and energy during your private sessions in order for you to educate your client on the call about these things. You might even need to guide them in those modalities real time, which takes up time and energy. And so you actually are using private session time to do a lot of the work that an online course can do for you. So if you include online courses, for example, in a private coaching or private counseling package that you deliver to a client, you can do one on one live sessions. You can also give them these courses so that they can educate themselves on the key frameworks and modalities that you want them to walk away with. And they can do that separately outside of live session time. This helps you then take advantage of the time in session to do other things. Like maybe instead of educating them, you're now doing integration because they already understand the concepts and they're already implementing those in their daily life because of your online course. They have the support and resources asynchronously. So this shores up time and energy for you in your private sessions to tackle other things, to go deeper, to handle windows and walls that show up for them, or challenges or wins and opportunities. Ultimately, it totally shifts what happens in private sessions. So it's really beautiful to be able to offer online courses as part of that greater package. Online courses can also be a standalone training. So, what I was just talking about, I would refer to as like layering. You can layer an online course with other offerings into a package. Standalone trainings, that's oftentimes what we think about when we actually think about online courses is maybe it's an 8 module online course that educates someone on the framework and gives them the fundamentals to jumpstart their mindfulness practice or to jumpstart their whatever you're helping them do, whatever goal you're helping them achieve. It's done asynchronously. There's no extra features or live sessions. There's no high value, high cost features to the program. That's one way to do courses. And this also can make it more affordable for the client because your time and energy is not required for that exchange to happen. They're going to receive the education and experiential and even the integration support all asynchronously. So this helps you offer courses perhaps at a lower price point and make your assets more available, but also help you generate revenue like while you're sleeping. That's oftentimes what we think about with courses is the layered ambition line one is kind of what I just described with private coaching packages. That's just one way that you can layer a course. So it's literally like adding it as a layer onto pre-existing delivery vehicles. So a course is a delivery vehicle, private coaching is a type of delivery vehicle, worksheets and reflection prompts, that's a delivery vehicle. A delivery vehicle is essentially the vehicle, the format that you use to deliver the solution. And so there's tons of different delivery vehicles we use in our personal development and healing arts businesses. And the cool thing about it is if you have varied types, you can actually layer them on top of each other and package them together in a way that really meets the needs of your clients and that also can really be time efficient for you. So it adds a lot of value for the client and it doesn't necessarily have to take up extra time for you. That's the beauty of courses and layering them onto other assets. The last piece I'll say on this is one of the benefits and uses of online courses is also you can make professional style replays of anything that you offer live. So the way I use courses about half of the time is I go live training something and then I package it up and I put it into an online course. Either it's a course that is part of a membership or a pre-existing program, or I can make a standalone online course just for that particular replay. This is highly valuable because many people these days, when they sign up for something live, they are expecting the replay to come with it. Why? It's because when they sign up for the live thing, they might not actually plan to attend live. They might plan to watch the replay at a time where they are actually available. They want to catch the content, but they have a scheduling conflict. And so that's something really important to think about with when you offer replays and you think about, oh, I can use online courses for this kind of feature in an offer stack, is that you are giving someone the capacity to join, but to experience your training asynchronously. And that actually can increase enrollment for your live programs, especially multi-week group programs. If you don't provide the replays, then what happens is someone's going to look at the dates of the program. And if they're not available, they can't sign up because they won't be able to catch the replays and experience the program asynchronously. This is not for everyone. Some programs are live by design, and you need people there real time in this experiential space to create the community, to create the space. So this isn't like across the board kind of advising, but it's something to think about. Is like, if you don't need everyone in the room live for the workshop to go well, or for it to be successful, or for it to help people, then you may want to consider offering replays, and also consider, how do you package a replay? And we'll talk about how to repurpose those replays too in the future, where you maybe sell a low ticket online course that was once that live workshop that you offered for $27. I do that very regularly now, where I'll repurpose that live workshop into something that is self-paced, really small, and really low tier, really affordable. And one reason to do that, I would say, for many reasons, but one is, when someone invests at that lower level, it's less commitment. And so they might take the plunge faster than they might, let's say, if you're selling like $1,000 to $5,000 program. That that high ticket offering is going to take a lot more marketing and sales to sell that. And with something that's like $27 on your website that handles one challenge that they're facing, that could actually sell more passively. And especially if you integrate it into your marketing funnel strategically, it's a way to elevate your revenue and diversify your revenue streams. So you probably see a lot of people do this, where they sell a single masterclass, and then that masterclass is included in a membership. That's just an example to think about, is like, when someone tastes something smaller and it really works for them and it gets them some results, that is a way in which you are nurturing someone, helping them get some results. They get familiar with you and your approach. And if it feels aligned, they may pursue other programs and packages in your greater suite. So that's something to think about with the whole replay model. It's really not just about making it available for someone who bought it and didn't attend live. There's a lot more function and capacity that it offers you in your greater story of your brand and in the impact you're making. So these are just some of my own philosophy and benefits that I wanted to bring forward for you today.